that, but including elected officials, so.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
All right, I hope to see a lot of our employees taking advantage of it.
New business, we have ordinance 17.
Okay, this is just for discussion tonight. We're not going to, it's not to be passed. If you all recall, at one time for years and years, whenever you purchased a vehicle, whether you purchased it in the state of Missouri or purchased it out of state, when you titled the vehicle in Kennett, you paid Missouri sales tax and City of Kennett sales tax under the statutes that were in place. The Supreme Court of Missouri 3 or 4 years ago determined that that statute really didn't cover out-of-state sales. And therefore, only cities or counties that had use taxes, which covered all out-of-state sales, could collect city sales tax on vehicles purchased out of state. The legislature corrected that so that the cities could again start collecting sales tax on vehicles purchased out of state. But in order to keep doing that, the city has to have an election to decide whether or not they want to keep collecting the sales tax on vehicles purchased out of state. Obviously, the advantage to the city of collecting sales tax on vehicles purchased out of state is revenue for the city, and also for the vehicle dealers in the city. By not collecting it, you're putting your local vehicle dealers at a disadvantage as against out-of-state dealers. So we need to put this on the April ballot, because it would have to be passed prior to the November 2016 election. So we can put this on the November ballot. I've given you a sample of the ordinance. There'll be some minor changes to it, but it has ballot language in the ballot language. Because of the wisdom of our legislature is extremely convoluted, in that if the city's going to continue to collect the tax, you would vote no. So there may be an education process go on, but again, and I'll give you all, Charles and Steve, I'll give you all a copy of the ordinance, but we can vote on this and bring it up next election, right, next council meeting. But it seems like something Al Cap would come up with.
It's basically a negative proposal.
Yeah, it's a negative proposal, that if you don't want the city, if you want the city to continue to collect the sales tax on sales of out-of-state vehicles, you vote no. Because the language is, shall the city discontinue collecting? So if you vote no, then the city will continue collecting. And I'd like to change the ballot language, but the statute that sets it up says the ballot language has to be in substantially the following language. So that's some reading for you if you want to get confused. And if you want to get further confused, I'll explain it some more.
So what do we need to do with this?
Nothing tonight.
Nothing tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Any questions? Good to have those too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Also in your package, you have CLGW's abstract for the month of October. Any questions? If not, we need a motion to approve. Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have nothing basically to report Tuesday night. A lot of activity going on, committee meetings, et cetera. And, a lot of positive things are happening. floor for public comments.
Thank you, guys. First, Chancellor Wayne. All right. I would like to thank you for putting the agenda on the city website. I appreciate that. I looked at it and saw that you responded. It was up there, so great, thank you. The one thing would be a favor for every single person up here. Whenever you go home, or between now and the next city council meeting, we spent $3 on a pretty nice microphone setup. If you watch the DDD News website, that's what I'm asking you to do. When you watch it, you'll understand why I'm asking. Because the camera there, we're picking up one small little microphone, when we've got some pretty nice ones sitting here in front of us, but there's no connection between it and the sound system. And so, so it's not as good. You can hear it better on Channel 2, but if you watch it on DDD News, it's nowhere near as good. And so the best way to look at it is to look at it and then come up with the solution. It'd be great. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for pointing it out.
You don't have the microphone.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
It's
but-
supposed to be working.
The camera doesn't have a microphone input. Sounds
Anything else
available,
we'd
but the
like to bring
camera
up
is
on
not
this?
available.
I'm good.
Okay. We need a motion to go to closed meeting.
Roll call, Will.
Yes.
Can we get a
Yes.
second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Very good.